it's Cinefreaks. I started writing a little script for this whole video and I got to the word go. So I just thought, yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just record it and see how it go. This is what I've got set up. Yesterday, I don't know if you've seen on my Facebook page, on Monday, I picked up 10 DVDs, 5 for £1. I shared a photo of them on my page. Tuesday, I shared a photo of the complete Breaking Bad, which I picked up for £4 on DVD, which is an absolute bargain, a cracking series. But yesterday, I also went into one of my favourite charity shops, and they were doing a deal of 10 for £1. So I picked up these 50 DVD titles, which I'm quickly going to run through. Yeah, and then take it from there. Hi everyone, sorry about this. The audio on the first 10 DVDs didn't work, so I'm going to try and narrate it while watching it back. 388 or Tedder Avenue, I've not seen that one, so that was one to watch list. Alien Covenant, I always pick up Alien films and Predator films and then try to bundle them together. You don't get much for them, but it's a little bit. Battleground, I actually thought this was Rutger Hauer on the front of it when I picked it up. And I hadn't seen it, so I put it to one side. Turns out it's not. It's some sort of Canadian film, but it seems to have decent reviews. I'll give that one a watch. The next one, classic, The Big Lebowski, special edition, 2-disc edition. That for 10p. Who wouldn't? Black Saint Moan. You know, I thought I'd seen this film before, but reading the things on the front there about Samuel L. Jackson saying it's his best film since Pulp Fiction, I can't remember anything about it, so I'm going to give it another watch and find out. Bubba Hotep, absolute classic. The Cloverfield Paradox. Now, I wasn't sure if this is the second one or if it's a prequel or a third one. I know I've seen the one with John Goodman in. But anyway, I'll give this one a watch. And I like the John Goodman one. Maybe I like this. Who knows? The Contractor, Wesley Snipes. Again, not one of Wesley's that I'd seen, but for 10p, I thought, I'm going to pick that up, even then watch it and then release it back to the wild. The Crow, City of Angels. Again, I'd seen the first one. I've liked it. The second one didn't really get much press, so I never got round to watching it. But for 10p, I'll give it a go. And the last one here, John Reno with The Dead List. I liked him in Leon and in Ronin, so we'll give this one a watch and then release it back to the wild. And that's the first 10. Hopefully my audio is working better for the next block, but we'll soon find out, won't we? Deepwater Horizon, Mark Wahlberg, Kurt Russell, John Malkovich. My memory's shocking for that. I must have seen that, I would have thought, with a cast like that, but I can't remember it, so it's definitely worth saving for 10p. This one, Demon Slayer, I do have a soft spot for bad horror. And this one looks pretty much like it's going to tick those boxes. So I shall definitely, how long is it on for? It can only be about 90 minutes, bound to be, doesn't say. Anyway, that's got to be worth a watch. Dino Shark, Roger Corman presents. I'll come back to that later on because there's something else I want to show you. District 13, not heard of it, not seen it. Ong Bak meets Escape from New York. Well, we'll see about that. Eddie the Eagle. This one's actually still sealed inside. Great film. Yeah, gotta be saving that from landfill for 10p. Absolutely. Eye of the Killer. Keith Sutherland. Never seen it, but I'll give it a go. The Family. Robert De Niro, one of my favourite actors. Yeah. The Family. It's okay, but for 10p, I'll save it. Feast, not seen it, from the producers Wes Craven, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. Has anyone seen that? Is it worth watching? Let us know. It won't be certainly one of the first I watch, so let us know in the comments if it is worth watching. Fisherman's Friends, again, another one that's sealed, a British movie. I really enjoyed it when I seen that. So yeah, I'll watch that one again. And Flight of the Living Dead. Outbreak on a plane. Like I say, cheesy horror. It ticks a box inside us. Oh, look at them big eyes. Okay, The Fog. I picked this up thinking it was the John Carpenter one because I really like that film, but it's not. It's a remake which I've never heard of, but it has Tom Welling, Maggie Grace, and Selma Blair in it. I'm not sure if I'll watch this one. I thought I picked it up thinking it was the original, but I'm going to have to give it a go and see what I think. Put that to one side. The next one, Heist. Hey, Robert De Niro's back. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Robert De Niro, Dave Bautista, wrestling, and De Niro. 2 boxes ticked on that one, so I'll give that one a watch. Hellride, Quentin Tarantino presents. I like to pick up Quentin Tarantino and make little bundles of Quentin Tarantino DVDs. Yeah, and this is one that he presents, so it falls within his umbrella, as it were. So yeah. In Bruges, I noticed one after I picked this up, this one's damaged here at the side. The disc itself's not too bad inside, but I love this film, and this is now my only copy of it, so I will try to upgrade that and replace that and then release that back into the wild. One I've not heard of, but again, Dave Bautista's back. They say the wrestling connections there. In the Lost Lands with Mila Djokovic, I don't know how you pronounce her name. Anyway, In the Lost Lands. I'll give that a go, see what it's like. Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. Again, not one I've seen. For some reason, I thought Tom Cruise was Jack Ryan. Well, he must be someone else. Jack Reacher. Looks a bit cheesy, maybe something Sunday afternoonish, I don't know. Absolute classic next, Jay and you know the title, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, 2-disc collector's edition. Brilliant, brilliant film. Killer Elite, Robert De Niro, whoever donated these must have been a De Niro fan at some point. Clive Owen and Jason Statham in the London Killer Elite. Inspired by a true story, great film. Yeah, it's got a taters, but I like it. Anyway, and another British film here. This one's from Guy Ritchie, Jude Law and Charlie Hunnam, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. I've not actually seen this film, but I do like Guy Ritchie movies. And I do like the local connection with little Charlie Hunnam, who started his career in Baker Grove. Moving on, the last one of box set 3 is The Lovely Bones. Mark Wahlberg, Rachel Weisz, Susan Sarandon. Someone had this in the hand in the charity shop, and I was like, I really like that film. And then put it down, and I picked it up. We'll start off things off with the Machinist from Block 4. I'm just trying to make sure everything doesn't fall over. Sorry for the shaky hand. The Machinist, Christian Bale. You know what? I've not actually seen this film. Everyone says the performance that he gives in it is absolutely outstanding, so I've got to give it a go for 10 pence. So that was my one to watch. Nightmare on Elm Street, nowhere near as good as the originals, I believe, in my opinion. However, it is what it is. It's for the next generation. If some people like it, it's a cheesy horror, so I picked it up. The New World, another one I've not seen that I want to get round to watching. Colin Farrell, Christopher Plummer, Christian Bale. Yeah. Is it worth a watch? Let me know. Would you have saved it for 10 pence? Let me know. The Nun. I love to collect the Conjuring films. They're one of my favourite horror franchises. And this Nun especially is my wife's favourite. Isn't that right? There she is. Anyway, moving on. Classic, Pan's Labyrinth. It is, when I first seen this film, it gives you the feels. It really does give you the feels. If you've not seen it, well worth checking out if you can find it for 10 pence. A perfect getaway. Again, a really, really underrated film. Well worth checking out. Moving on. Righteous Kill, Bobby's back. De Niro and Pacino in this one. The 2 best actors alive at their top of their game. Well, that's debatable whether they're at the top of the game on this one. But yeah, it's worth saving from landfill anyway. The next one, Sabotage, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the most violent movie of Schwarzenegger's career. Well, that's a statement. I've never seen it. Shall give it a go. Wouldn't like to count the bullets. Savaged, cheesy horror. Not heard of it, not seen it, but for 10 pence, I'm going to give it a go. And the second of Roger Corman presents, this is Sharktopus. I do have a soft spot for monster shark movies. I didn't realise there was a collection Roger Corman presents, and I'm guessing they're going to be shark related. So that's a new little hunt that I'm going to be looking for, keeping an eye out for the Roger Corman ones and doing a little bit of research to see what's in there. Anyway, that's block 4. 10 more to go. You still with me? We start off the final block here with George A. Romero's Survival of the Dead. I've not seen this one, and reviews online say it's his worst, his absolute worst. But I think, you know what, when people say that, I need to be the judge of it myself. So T2, Train Spotting, kind of fell under the radar, had a lot of hype when it was being talked about. Oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And I mean, it's okay, but I mean, it's worth saving from landfill for 10 pence anyway. I'll keep spinning these cases around. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, uncut. Would you have saved that for 10 pence? Let me know. What about this one? Danny Boyle's film, Trance. I really like Danny Boyle as a director, and I think each film that he does is completely different. And this one, yeah, it's all right. This one, I've not heard of, not seen. Nicolas Cage, Nicole Kidman, Trespass. Thought I'd give that one a go. This one, a really good film. Everyone should see this film. Well, everyone over 15 should see this film. So different. An absolute spectacle. Great to watch. Really enjoyable. The Twister. I remember seeing this when it came out and going, oh yeah, that's all right. And then seeing it a few years later and going, actually, that's pretty good. So I haven't seen it for a long time. I thought I'd pick it up and give it a rewatch for 10 pence and then release it back to the wild. V for Vendetta. Will this one make my lifetime top 500 or top 10 for the year it was released? Well, who knows? But I do really like this film. Definitely worth saving for 10 pence. The Warriors. Funny, I just finished recording my 1979 top 10 video, which will be released at some point. Did this one make the list? You'll have to wait and find out. But I picked it up for 10 pence. And this one I've not heard of, I've not seen, but I do. Adrian Brody, I can take or leave him. Can you survive when you can't trust yourself? It says gripping, wrecked. Not heard of it, but worth a watch maybe for 10 pence. Let me know. Yeah, so that was my 50 DVDs saved from landfill for a fiver. I can see this being quite an obsession thing, developing pretty fast, so I'm going to try to need to slow myself down. Watch the ones that I want to see from this, and then release the ones that, you know, release them back into the wild to let other people watch them. It's just like a cheap rental, isn't it? You know, going to the DVD shop, the charity shop, giving them 10 pence for a DVD, bringing it home, watching it, and then taking it back. 10 pence. Cheap rental. Anyway, that's me done. 1978 is my next top 10, which is released on Sunday at 4:20. My Facebook page is up and running, so thank you to everyone who's on that now and starting to interact with some of the posts that I'm putting on. I do appreciate that. And until next time, go on, Canny.